By God.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hello. This is looking good. I feel like this looks bad. Do I look bad? This camera looks bad. I feel like this looks like shit today. Do I look alright? Do I look alright? I think I look alright. I think I look alright. I think I look alright. Alright. I think we're good. I think everything's good. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? What's up? How you guys doing? What's up, Easy? What's up, Queen? What's up? Nomad, how you doing? Angela, how you doing? Heather, Lauren, how you guys doing? Darren, Mel, Daria, Mel, how you doing? What's up? It is Sherry. How you doing? How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a good day. Dummy, what's up?
By God.
Cough the other way? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's looking hard, bad out here with this virus and shit. It's crazy, huh? How's everybody doing though? Everybody doing good? Hope everybody's doing good. Hold on a second. This is like a little bit. Just need the light a little bit more on me or whatever. Anyways, all right. Hope everybody's having a good day. Check out the Patreon if you guys want to help support the channel. Good to see everybody here today. Yeah, the Patreon. I'm gonna start uploading some more videos coming up. So if you guys want to help support the channel or anything like that, you can either donate or check that out. Check out my Twitter, guys, if you guys want to see some fuckery that's going on, and definitely join the Reddit. The link's in the description for the Reddit. What the hell? Is this skipping? I swear to God, I feel like it's been skipping a lot lately. But anyways, yeah, check out the Reddit and everything like that. We doing good? How are you? I'm good. I'm good though. How's everybody else doing? I'm doing fairly well. I'm just kind of hanging out today, and I'm gonna cover some of the stuff that we talked about the other day. I remember we had a heavy down on the other day. You guys remember that? Do you guys remember that we had a heavy down the other day? That was interesting. I'll make sure it sounds right. All right, it's good. It's pretty good. Maybe I should share this on Twitter. I forget that I should do that sometimes. Hold on a second. Let me do that. Let me do that real fast, actually. Shit. All right, let me put this on Twitter real fast. I'm streaming. I almost forgot. How's everybody doing today? By the way, the giveaway should be out soon. They should be shipped. If they haven't, I don't know if they were shipped already, but the giveaways that we did last time are gonna be shipped out. I think this should be shipped out by this weekend. So just want to let everybody know that. But how's everybody doing though? Shit. Why isn't this? All right, hold on. I don't know why it's just taking so long for me to like post this on Twitter. Oh, okay. Did anybody see the other day when we had Heavy Down on here, by the way, how that went? That was very interesting. This was Heavy Down the other day on the stream. Somebody made this. Queen, thank you for making this. This was very great. Thank you for making this, Queen. What's up, Taco? How you doing? So Queen made this the other day, and I want to play it because it's very funny. I guess this was Heavy Down. This was Heavy Down's when she was on the other day. So check this out. Here we go. I don't think people genuinely think you're trying to scam people. I mean, that's at least
yes,
I don't.
Fucking do.
So,
it's a constant flood of bullshit.
What do you guys think that she's trying to scam people? I don't. I mean.
Every day I wake up and there's more shit.
Okay.
Fuck you! No, absolutely. No.
Fuck you! She scared me.
No, absolutely. No. I'm not gonna be alright. I'm not alright.
Well,
fuck you!
Okay, so.
I am not alright. I'm not gonna be alright. Fuck you! People get the fuck off my ass. Fuck you! People get the fuck off my ass. Fuck you! People get the fuck off my ass. Fuck you! People get the fuck off my ass. Fuck you!
I was gonna have, by the way, just so you guys know, I was gonna have her back on here again. So she said I spoke to her. She said she was gonna come on, but she was worried. I think a lot of you guys were really upset with her, so I think she's worried that you're gonna like try to destroy her. Look, if she wants to come on, she definitely could. She definitely could.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Should get off your ass then. Which people?
Fuck you! Anybody like that That's not happening. No, absolutely no, that's not happening. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! No, absolutely no. And you know why I'm standing fast? It's because of you, CJ. No, relax.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Doing the stream is gonna cause the feeding frenzy to fire up again. Fuck you!
Apparently, she's no longer a mod for Deity anymore. She told me that she's not a mod for Deity anymore, which is interesting. Goddamn, I would
Sorry,
it's alright. I
apologize.
It's alright. I would definitely unplug for a little bit though. Definitely.
Fuck you!
I was like,
no, absolutely.
Should probably unplug for a little bit. I was trying to help her. I just wanted her to unplug for a little bit. I thought it'd be best for her. You know what I mean? She seemed really upset. You know, I just think it'd be best if she took a break for a little bit. But anyways, I guess she's coming out with a book. That's the thing. Your reaction that kills me. Yeah, she was. It was interesting. All right, so she's coming out with a book. So check out this video. This is a trailer for her book. All right, so she's got a trailer for her book. Here we go. Hellscape, the book. Yeah, it's interesting. You guys catching this? It's so epic. Why is this so epic? So epic. But yeah, I guess she wrote a book. Anyways, if Heavy Down wants to come on again, we can do that. We can get you know, Heavy Down back on here. I want to show you guys her Twitter though. She got really upset, I guess. A lot of people were upset with her, so she was tweeting and she was upset. Which I guess people, you know, I mean, they were upset with her. I mean, I don't know. What did you guys? What did you guys think of her being on the stream the other day? We were mad at her. Like, I mean, I thought it was interesting. You know, I thought it was interesting that she came on. You know, I wasn't mad about it. I wasn't mad. I was good. I was happy with that. Anyways, so she said this. So I'm gonna give you a tweet thread of some shit that happened tonight in my live stream. This is what social bullying looks like. It's okay with you. It shouldn't be. Okay. I don't know. Jessica V. Hard to believe any man would kiss that filthy mouth. How did a whiny snowflake like you ever make it in the Navy? Damn, that's rude. Rude. Look at this. That's some rude ass shit. That's some rude shit right there. Rude. Calling her a whiny snowflake. Rude. Heavy Down. That is definitely what social bullying looks like. Hold on. So you've had over 8 GoFundMe campaigns over the past 6 years. Sad. Damn, these people are savage with her. They're savage. Anyways, I spoke to Tipster, by the way. Like, things are cool. I guess there was a misunderstanding. Some people were trying to like come at him to tell him to like look into me and shit, but I don't know. He said like he found the exact opposite of what people were looking into. A lot of it's bullshit, which yeah, it is bullshit. But that's kind of why I moved away from talking with him, because I didn't really want to deal with that. But I guess we talked. I guess it was a misunderstanding, and yeah, I'm glad he talked to Tipster, so it's all good. Anyways, yeah, so crazy. There's always drama surrounding Heavy Down. I want to get her back on here though. I do. She's interesting. Who cares about her GoFundMe's? Don't donate or just report it if you need it. I don't know. Anyways, it's she's very upset. But yeah. What does it say? Pathetic e-beggars. Let me see what this one says. Pathetic e-beggars have lots of GoFundMe's. Jesus. Anyways. So yeah, that was the end result of her coming on the other day. Yeah. You like her potty mouth? Well, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed her potty mouth. I enjoyed it. It was interesting having her on. She's interesting. She's an interesting person. Anyways, make sure you guys like up this stream. I'm gonna talk about Onision's recent video too, and then we're gonna talk about Chris Hansen's video about him. And I don't really want to talk about Dobby Vanity. I'd have to deep dive into that, but we'll see. This new person says, I guess, something about the inspiration and whatnot. So we're gonna look at that. So yeah. All right. So this newest video by Onision. What happened? What happened?
No one will remember your name.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just saw the Keemstar interview part 1, and I just want to point something out real quick. Sorry about the dirty fingers, but I've been painting. So here you have Sarah. Did not meet her till she was 16 years old. As the Keemstar interview will reveal to you, the reason that she moved in with us is because she said that her mom
Sorry for the dirty fingers, guys.
beat her. At one point, Sarah was kicked out for a comment where I made a joke. She was sticking her butt up in the air while laying on a beanbag chair. I said, "Dat booty though," because she looked ridiculous.
Yeah, I said dat booty though. I mean, she looked ridiculous. She had her butt in the air, ridiculous. Dat booty though, clearly a joke. Clearly, you know what I mean?
fun of her constantly for things. Later on, she revealed to me that that made her uncomfortable, and I said, well, that was a joke, it wasn't serious, but if that makes you uncomfortable, I can't have you around me, so you need to leave. Sarah then apparently took a bunch of pills, or attempted to. Someone who was staying with us, she was a 27-year-old, she stopped Sarah from swallowing pills and ending her own life. And during her rant, allegedly, according to the 27-year-old, Sarah said that she was always in love with me.
Oh, by the way,
that she would
yeah, shout out to Miss Easy for making that possible. I did tipster thing. Thank you for making that happen. I appreciate you.
do anything to stay in my life. So again, we were like, this is inappropriate. You have to get out of our house. And we did get her out of our house. She went back home. So over 2 years, she stayed with us.
Yeah, that booty though, those tits though, all hitting on someone. Not really creepy, except Sarah was 16. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe a total of 10 months. Her mom did sign a document at one point saying that we can make medical decisions for her, but she was never actually a legal dependent. Apparently at one point, Kai was in a video or a live stream saying that he was a guardian of Sarah, but not me. I guess the good news about that is that Kai never actually slept with Sarah, so there's literally nothing there. In fact, all Sarah ever did is that when she was 18 and a half, or 18 and 5 months, if you don't know how to round to the nearest half, Sarah put her mouth on Kai downstairs after being enormously pressured into doing it, and when Sarah...
Is that supposed to be a vagina in Kai's mouth? Like, what is this? Is that supposed to be a vagina? Like, what is that? That looks like a beard.
forced her boob into Kai's mouth, Kai tried not to vomit, and after it happened, Kai went in the bathroom and cried. I was there to see it. Fact of the matter is that since Sarah turned 18, she was pushing really hard to be with Kai. In fact, at one point, Sarah went upstairs and planted a kiss on Kai. This is after she was an adult. And she said, oh, fuck, after kissing Kai, and Kai was mortified and expressed to me how mortified he was later on. There was a text that you guys may have seen where Sarah admits that if I found out that she was into Kai, then I would kick her out. And that's true, because I didn't want anything inappropriate happening with Sarah whatsoever, as she was a minor. So Sarah admits this, and she also says something like, if anything, I groomed you guys to us, because again, we kept rejecting her, and she would keep pushing anyway. Eventually, Sarah said if she wanted to, she could destroy our lives. If she wanted to, meaning she could lie, she could do whatever, because she had the...
kind of want to hear Kai say these things, though. You know what I mean? Like, you'd think they would do these videos together. I'm kind of surprised they haven't.
Public knowledge that she was within our vicinity. After that happened, I asked her to sign an NDA.
Especially if you guys are like saying that she, like, essentially, you're saying that, like, you know, like there was some sexual assault that happened. You know what I mean?
A non-disclosure agreement, you know, so she wouldn't actually go around lying, aka try to ruin our lives. And
you said, why is he still on the platform? They still have sex with an 18-year-old fan. That's not illegal. That's why it's not illegal to have sex with an 18-year-old fan. That's why. It's not illegal, Ray. You can't kick somebody off a platform for something that's not illegal.
Sarah decided to say she would only sign the NDA if she get what she wants. And as Kai and I had understood very clearly for some time, Sarah was trying very, very hard to get with Kai, which also involved myself. So in Washington State, that is a crime known as sexual extortion. Sarah has already admitted to sexually extorting us, only she said it was just a joke. Like, she wasn't serious. Kind of like if you walked into a bank and said this is a robbery, they gave you the money, then you walked out and said it's just a joke. Kind of doesn't fly. You already committed the crime, but whatever. So after sexually extorting us, and after repeatedly admitting via text that she knew that Kai didn't want to be with her, and that if anyone was groomed, she was grooming Kai, once I refused to sleep with Sarah, she then apologized for raping us. The exact quote is, "Sorry for raping you guys," and she said that twice before she closed the door and walked off. Here's the footage of her walking off with luggage.
Here's the footage, by the way. So fucking crazy. Anyways, let's see this footage again. I'm surprised it took him this long to release this stuff.
Luggage.
Yeah, like this up, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for being here. This is so strange.
Shortly after that, she decided to go on a full internet tour where she decided to tell major...
Said Kai's alleged revulsion at Sarah's advance is hard to believe too. Actually, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but like it's been public knowledge that they have had little public fallings out here and there, Sarah and Kai, where she's had to go home before. That's actually a real thing because she was like, I guess, putting advances on a Kai when she was like 17 or 16 or some shit like that. But yeah, that's a thing.
Gullible YouTubers that we were guilty of.
He's just been waiting for his unstable victims to discredit themselves before he put out his story. Maybe, I don't know. They kind of have, by asking for all this money and stuff like that. They kind of discredited themselves because it made it seem like it wasn't about justice, and it made it seem like it was more about money.
Something that we were not, thus coming full circle and following through on her initial threat before she blackmailed us, saying that she could ruin our lives if she wanted to, and that she would only sign an NDA if she got what she wanted. She got what she wanted, and then she violated the NDA and actually successfully ruined our lives anyway. But ultimately, I want to establish something with you guys. The only person who apparently ever even joked, because I talked to Kai recently and Kai said he didn't mean it, the only person who said that they were ever a guardian at any point apparently is Kai. But Kai never actually had intercourse with Sarah. So in that, even if you thought some crime happens, it simply didn't, because they actually never even slept with each other. If anything, Sarah did what she said she did, which is raped Kai by forcing her...
She made a GoFundMe so she can sue Keem. Wow, that's interesting.
...her mouth on Kai and forcing her boob into Kai's mouth when all Kai did was lay there. Additionally, you have me, who was never a guardian, nor was ever with Sarah as a minor. Sarah repeatedly says neither party actually groomed her. Even as an adult, she says nothing happened, even well into being 18 and 5 months. Obviously, this all implies that Kai never did anything inappropriate, as Sarah said. Sarah did have access to Kai's private photos on Kai's laptop, as captured in a video and proven. So, no photo crimes.
No photo crimes.
No grooming. No inappropriate...
See, I've gone over this too, and I'm surprised it took this long to cover this, that, the evidence on the computer wasn't really viable evidence. I don't know. It took a while, though, for him to get on that. I think that should have been one of the biggest questions, is how that happened. I don't know why Keem kind of didn't go over that as much. Oh, Queen, thank you very much for $2. I appreciate it. Thank
Queen
you.
of Spades donated $2 Canadian through Super Chat. Hard. Spade.
Oh, it should be a crown. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Making the fucking Justin Bieber cow dance. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Thanks.
Contact equals witch hunt. What I'm saying is this has all been one match.
I hear all allegedly Onision is at the level of slander. What do you mean? Like, you understand what people say about him, right? Like, what do you mean? Like, how is he saying slander? Like, what people are saying is that he's a groomer. He should be able to say whatever he needs to actually, like, defend against that. Like, huh? That makes no sense.
Massive, rage-infested, malicious, vindictive, hateful campaign against Kai, who's completely innocent and actually a victim of Sarah. But I have people saying that I should be raped in prison. I've had people say that I should be put to death. I've had people say that I belong in jail. And I just want to say, being blackmailed into sleeping with an adult is not the fault of the person who was blackmailed. So ultimately what you have here is 2020 outrage culture Anyway, side note, good luck to Chris Hansen in court coming up. Apparently he might be facing a fine or prison or something like that due to his recent behavior. It's never fun to see anyone go through. Best wishes to everyone involved. Hope everyone finds a more productive way to live their lives. And please...
Yeah, see, I really don't consider what he's saying slander, because honestly what people are saying about him is absolutely fucking terribly and disgusting, and it fucking ruins your reputation. I know that because I've been on the other end of people slandering you before, and it sucks. So yeah, I mean, you kind of got to do what you got to do to, you know, protect your reputation. Anyways, I guess what he said recently, Ayala responded, and I want to show that, like, about him saying that Ayala tried to sleep with Sarah. Ayala said this on Twitter. She said, "Since Greg continues to try to place blame on me for the things he's done, I'd like to tell you exactly what happened when he states that, quote unquote, I tried to sleep with Sarah," who is free to confirm this, of course. After arriving at the house, Kai, in private with Sarah, has encouraged a relationship between Sarah and I so that Kai could go out on quote-unquote double dates. The topic came up a single time when we were all in the room together, not by me. And in that conversation, I asked if Sarah thought I was attractive. So she admits that she did ask Sarah if she thought she was attractive. Ayala then said, "Sarah and I spent time alone in the house, and never once did the idea of us being romantic or intimate ever come up outside of that one conversation. Neither of us started. Greg wants to find anyone to place blame on. I never pursued Sarah in any fashion. Greg did. Projection, guys. For anyone who is asking, yes, I could have handled it better than I did, of course. There was a lot of tension in that house. I was a teenager when I was there and wasn't fully equipped to deal with the situation. I shouldn't have asked any questions at all when the topic was brought up, but asking a question in a group discussion is not the equivalent of actually attempting to sleep with someone, even remotely. I could have responded more appropriately, yes, and I was young and uncomfortable." So I guess, yeah, that's her admitting that situation happened. Anyways, yeah. Anyway, so I don't know what you guys think, but she did ask Sarah if she thought she was attractive, so she seems like she was kind of into it. This is what Sarah said in the text with Onision. "I don't give a shit what Ayala said. She actually did try to get with me when I was underage. Nobody knows their business. They just make shit up or take everything that was innocent and twist it to fit their own narrative." And this is another one right here that this is something I want to bring up. This is something he sent to her. He said, "After you admitted to raping Kai via sexual extortion, after also raping Kai when he clearly was not into you and he pushed you away, you stormed off because I refused to have sex with you, I refused to even kiss you, and now you're going on a public campaign with no one knowing you are a rapist, and we suffer silently, and you get praised for being a criminal, liar, a rapist, and a blackmailer." It's just fucking intense shit. This is definitely intense. To you and Billy, both publicly and privately admitted you, Sarah, were never groomed. We have the receipts. You raped Kai. This is fucking intense. Fucking very, very intense.
Angela from Florida donated $2 through Super Chat. RealStream revealing the cold hard facts.
Angela, thank you very much for the $2 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, this is very intense. You raped Kai not only with the crime of sexual extortion, look it up, that's actually what you did, but also raped Kai when he flirted with you as an adult from afar, but said he was uncomfortable repeatedly to you in person. You knew he was uncomfortable and did what you did anyways. You forced him. So since every time I was with Kai, Greg was also involved, does that mean Greg is an accomplice to multiple quote-unquote rapes of his own husband? He did say that he was an evil person. He actually did say that he was an evil person. So, I mean, I guess that's him saying he was an accomplice to that. I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what he's saying. So, I mean, apparently that's what he's saying. Saying, imagine having someone falsely accuse you of rape when in reality the first time was actually you laying in bed with him and his spouse watching a movie, then looking over at them only to see a dick and a vagina, then getting told by him to join. Wouldn't that be like crazy? I don't know. There's a lot here. It is. It's interesting. It's very interesting. So I guess that is what he's saying, which is very strange. This whole thing is very, very strange. Anyway, so Chris Hansen streamed recently again about this topic, and I wanna highlight that. Let's check that out.
Good evening, everyone. Chris Hansen here, and you are having a seat with Chris Hansen. I'm live tonight in New York City. Obviously, there have been some stress here with the coronavirus, COVID-19. being around town today. A lot of people taking precautions, some hot zones here and around the New York City area, as I'm sure there are where you are. Tonight, brand new show. Thanks for your patience last week. I was out of the country working on another big predator case for a television show that's coming up, and interviewing a number of the victim survivors in that case. And quite honestly, it was just logistically difficult to get everything wrapped up in time to do this show. So I appreciate you hanging with me. And we're sort of tonight going to do two shows in one. We're going to update you on the Onision investigation out in Washington State. I can tell you that the Pierce County Sheriff's Department out there, which is the jurisdiction, the local jurisdiction where Onision and Kai live, has now reached out to a number of the victims that we've interviewed here on this program, a number of the survivors, and is scheduling interviews to get the information that the Sheriff's Department needs to go to the prosecutor's office. The state is also involved at this point, and the FBI continues to mine computer and cell phones in the investigation, specifically a computer and 2 cell phones that were turned over by Sarah Devoir, who, as you know, has appeared on this show and is a survivor of both Onision and Kai. A number of things, we are told, are digitally available there, and the FBI is doing what is known as a CART examination of the phones and the computer, and we should have information on that within the next week. So the investigation. What
about the FBI? What's going on? I thought the FBI were deeply involved in this. What happened to your FBI contact, Chris? I thought the FBI were involved. Why are you saying the local police now? And still there isn't any actual charges yet, right? So still we're in the same place as we were before. Nowhere.
Is proceeding. And one of the things that's interested me about all this, as we've been digging into it, is this collateral damage and how many more victims are actually out there, people who've come in contact with the YouTube psycho brat out in Washington State, people who have watched him.
Why does he keep saying the YouTube psycho brat? It sounds so stupid. It's like when Vincent was like talking about baby carrots and shit. It's just so dumb.
People who perhaps may not have actually gone to the house and lived there and had contact with Onision and Kai, but who have been affected. And we came across a woman named Holly Hayes, who has a site called onisionhurtspeople.tumblr.com. And
oh no, you have another person from Tumblr, Chris. Awesome. I'm excited. Let's hear it, bro.
Over the last couple of years has amassed a database virtually of people who have been impacted by.
Oh, you mean a hate blog? Oh, another person with a hate blog. Makes sense. Let's interview them, Chris. Because they're a witness to, actual, things that happen that no, they're not. Sorry.
Onision, and Holly Hayes joins us right now. Holly, thanks for being with us on Have a Seat with Chris Hansen tonight. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Hey, Holly, some random Tumblr blog owner from the internet. How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being on tonight. I know we had scheduled you last week and things got complicated, but thanks for being here. How did you come up with this idea to put together onisionhurtspeople.tumblr.com?
Well, one of the things that the anti-Onision community is really, really good at is sort of creating a timeline of really.
You mean hate blogs? Yeah.
Detailed timeline of exactly what he does, exactly when he does it, and it just they're very astute historians, of Onision and the things that he does.
What got you interested in this? And why did you put this together? What got you started here? What
got you started here? There isn't because there's like 30 other of them, right? What got you started here, Holly? Tell me why you're so special.
What got your interest? What made you decide to put this together?
Well, what I was going to say is that the thing that I noticed that was missing in the community that I wanted to see more of was that I did not see a lot of his what I call casual victims And when I say casual victims, I'm
The fuck is a casual victim, yo?
not talking about like Sarah and Shiloh and Billy and the girls that he abused like in his home. I'm talking about teenage girls who watched his videos and started starving themselves. I'm talking about
What? Like, you know, he's made many videos saying that you shouldn't starve yourself, right? Like that's completely asinine that you're saying this.
anyone who's familiar with Onision's history will remember the little boy who wrote to Onision saying, "My mom's abusing me. What do I do?" And his response was, "Well, you have legs, don't you? Get up and walk away."
Yeah, he says a lot of dumb shit like that, but I don't know what you mean by the whole like the inspiration type bullshit. That's kind of far fetched.
Or there was another girl who he used to make these rate my body videos where he would tell people if they were too fat or too skinny. And one girl, he told her he looked like Shrek. And this happened to be a girl who had just recovered from an eating disorder. And she started cutting herself. She started starving herself, and we never heard from her again.
Okay.
So it made me wonder what is happening to all those people that he's affecting so badly. And I wanted to create a blog and a place where people could feel safe.
So you wanted to make a blog where anybody can talk shit about Onision, just like every other hate blog about Onision. Got it. Makes sense.
Telling their stories.
How did you first become aware of Onision yourself, Holly?
Because that's a really seriously good question that we need the answer to.
So I'm Canadian. Shiloh is also Canadian.
Wow, you guys are sisters.
I had heard of her.
Sisters from Canada.
She was kind of sort of an up and coming pop star in my country at the time. So I log on YouTube one day in like 2011 or something, and I see a picture. It's a thumbnail of Shiloh and some guy standing beside her. And I was excited because, like, I almost never see Canadians on the internet. So I was like, wow, it's Shiloh, a Canadian on the internet. And then I looked at the guy next to her, and I almost swore. I kid you not, every hair on my body stood up on end.
Is there something wrong with this girl? I feel like there's something like wrong. Like, is she okay?
Immediately got vibes of like there's something so wrong with this person, and ever since then I've been following his career. It's like when someone has a fever and you put your
yeah. Oh, you have Onision fever. You have Onision virus. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Your hand up to the forehead and you could feel the heat coming off them.
Yeah.
It was like that, but darkness. Like I could feel the darkness coming off.
Oh, like darkness coming off Onision's videos. Yeah, I got it. I feel that. Yeah,
Off him.
Me too.
I know that sounds so like new age
Sounds like bullshit. Yeah. No, not at all.
crap, but like that's really what it felt like.
And what was it about him that set off this radar?
Yeah, tell us more about this darkness. Tell us more about the darkness, the fever, the Onision fever. Tell us about that.
Holly, if you had to put your finger on it, what would you say it was?
I would say it was 3 things. One was that I could tell he was just completely hollow as a human being. Like there was just nothing inside of him. Whatever the vital component it is that makes a human being, he just doesn't have it. The second thing is
Astute observation there, Holly.
Is that he's extremely manipulative.
Yeah.
And the third thing is that he's obsessed with violence. I don't know how else to put it. He's just completely obsessed with violence. It's the only thing he thinks about other than sex and violence.
How many young women have reached out to you in this
Yeah.
this site?
Yeah, Holly. How many young women have reached out to you? How many casual victims have you spoken to? Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Central collecting house of
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
I've had hundreds of submissions.
Hundreds.
And give me a sense of some of the things young women have told
Have they been affected by the darkness as well?
you on this, Holly.
Oh no, I should have hold on. Actually,
Well, that's all right. Just give me a sense of it. You've obviously gone through it.
it's okay. I actually put a tag on them all just in case I had to do this and forgot, so I can read the worst ones.
What?
Did you ever think?
I'll read the shorter ones.
Yeah, give me a sense of some of the young women who've checked in and what they say about their reaction to experiencing Onision online.
Wow, Chris. Yeah.
Wow, okay, here's the thing. Okay, the worst one, in my opinion, on here is relatively long, so I don't know if you want me to read it.
Well, give me a sense of it. Read part of it for me, and let me know what this young woman said.
I haven't read this in a while, but essentially, from what I recall, what happened was a teenage girl discovered that her 12-year-old sister was DMing Onision. And at first, of course, she was like, wow, Onision, cool, you're DMing him. And then she started reading.
Holly is Rep's friend. That's how she got on here. This is just so, why? What is the point of this? First of all, she seems like she's fucking drunk or high or something. Second of all, she's saying there's hundreds of victims and stuff, and casual victims. It's just asinine at this point. It just really is. This is supposed to be about, you're looking into people who have potentially been abused. Why are you talking to a fucking hate blogger? It's so unnecessary.
Reading their messages. And it was questions like, does your dad abuse you? Have you ever been raped? Stuff like that. And hold on, I'm trying to remember the.
What does it say about?
He started his infamous 14 is the legal age of Japan line in that
What are you guys even talking about?
That's how I knew it was Onision.
What do you think you've proven with this and the hundreds of girls who have come forward, Holly? What do you think it says about Onision?
Yeah, the hundreds of girls that have come forward. Yeah. Can you guys even name more than 20 people involved in this? I don't even mean victims. I mean people you can even get on your streams. If you're pulling up Holly, then I have some serious fucking doubts in your real investigation. Why are you even pulling this person up here? This is the most pointless thing ever. And nothing against Holly. She just doesn't belong on there.
And what he's been doing.
I would say the problem goes very, very far beyond Sarah, Shiloh, Isla, Billy, Regina, Sky, Alicia.
Bro, she's about to fall fucking asleep.
This is a man who literally cannot stop himself from hurting women.
No,
he cannot stop.
Hundreds.
The only way for him to stop is for us to stop him.
We gotta stop him. We don't need this Onision fever to spread any further. We don't want the darkness to spread any further.
He will do this until the day he dies. And there's always going to be girls who are naive. There's always going to be girls who are just don't know any better, aren't educated, are too damaged, and are willing to go along with it.
What
And,
does it say? What does this say about the YouTube culture, Holly? The fact that he's able to do this, the fact that it's had this.
What is he getting to? What does this say about the YouTube culture? What is he trying to get to? He's just trying to like shame Susan and like YouTube into getting rid of him. It's not gonna happen, you clown. You need to actually have real charges before anything actually happens. Ugh.
Impact on so many young women, hundreds.
Like so, Chris, since you've written bad checks and you've been in court before, should we pull you off YouTube, Chris? What is Susan not doing about you? You've been in court before. You're actually going to court real soon. Should we pull you off YouTube, Chris?
At least in your case, women who have come forward to Onision hurtspeople.tumblr.com.
what does it say about YouTube?
I mean, virtually anybody can go on it, right? And say basically what they want. It's unregulated. We know that. That's the nature of it. But over and over and over again, there have been allegations against Onision of targeting young women online, and yet nobody seems to want to take responsibility for it.
I just don't understand why was she pulled up here? Like, what is she adding to this, and why is Chris presenting her to everybody? This doesn't make any sense to me at all.
What does that say to you?
I think overall, okay, granted, I don't know a whole lot about this, so take this with a grain of salt.
Granted, I don't know a whole lot about this, so take it with a grain of salt. Okay, going somewhere good already.
But overall, I would say YouTube is doing a pretty good job at cracking down on predatory behavior on YouTube. But what absolutely blanking baffles me is that Onision is still on this platform and he's using it to hit on 14-year-old girls. Like, what is wrong with you, YouTube? Like, the only,
oh my God.
The only thing I can think of, the only reason I could think of that they would continue doing this is that they're waiting for like an Austin Jones type situation where maybe law enforcement has told them to leave it up until, so that they can like have all the evidence until they arrest him. That's the only thing I can think of.
Look, I don't know if there's anything actually wrong with her or not, but there seems to be something. She definitely doesn't belong on here, though. That's more than obvious. She doesn't belong on this show. She doesn't even know what she was talking about. She said there's a darkness surrounding Onision. It's like a fever. Like, okay, so you get a feeling about Onision, so he needs to go because of that. Makes sense.
Of everything else to me is just absolutely reprehensible.
And of these hundreds of young women who have reported to you on this, Onision hurtspeople.tumblr.com, what does it say that so many young women have come forward with such a wide range of impact that they've suffered because of Onision?
Oh my God.
Kind of an interesting question, that actually. I was hoping you were going to ask that, because one of the things I noticed is that there's like an astounding number of patterns of abuse of people who have nothing to do with Onision whatsoever, and yet all the patterns of abuse are exactly the same. I've had people tell me that their partners reminded me of Onision.
So he's using a lot of producers to doing all the work. Yeah, well, they're clearly doing the wrong work, because this is garbage and a waste of literally anyone's time who clicks on this. This is such a waste of fucking time. And he went like, I don't even understand how he's 15 minutes into this.
I've had multiple people tell me that their partners would force them to watch Onision.
What?
I had a girl tell me that.
Oh, so people forced them to watch Onision. So Onision, lock him up. That's it. Go arrest him. Get him.
That a female friend of hers would force her to watch Onision in order to make her feel bad for eating, and then use it to make her throw up after.
What?
Just an unbelievable number of victims who are like, oh my God, he reminds me exactly of my ex.
That doesn't make somebody guilty of a crime because someone reminds you of their ex. What the fuck is wrong with people? It's called projecting, you idiot. What is wrong with these people?
Did you ever think when you started this that you'd have so much response, so many young women are reacting to this?
Honestly, yeah, I did. That's why I started it. I knew I was going to get as many responses as I got.
And do you still get responses today as we speak?
I've got responses today. I still get responses. Every
Wow.
single day I get responses.
Holy shit, wow.
And give me a sense of the range of people checking in here in terms of what they're saying. What
Why? Who cares? Why?
impact that Onision had on their lives?
What is wrong? What is like? Is there something wrong with Chris? I'm actually starting to think that. Is there something wrong with him? Like, is he? How old is he again? How old is Chris Hansen? Is he? I'm not being a dick, but is he starting? Is he in that phase of life where he's starting to like actually lose it? Because this doesn't make any sense to me anymore.
On the milder side, I guess I would say people just having like a sort of a messed up worldview. On the more severe side, I have literally had people starve themselves to death because of Onision.
Lock him up. Again, lock him up. Yep. This is insane. This is fucking crazy. Why did you let this person on your channel? Why?
And his rhetoric on YouTube.
Now, when you say starve yourself to death, people didn't actually die.
No, they died.
Oh, they did. Yeah, they died.
You have cases where somebody died in relation to starvation.
Yep.
Tell me about that case.
Yeah, tell me about that. Yeah. We don't talk before these shows or anything like that. We're just like, yeah, you want to talk shit about Onision? Hop on, because that makes sense.
So the sister of the girl who died came onto Tumblr to announce her death because she was like fairly popular in like, I guess, the eating disorder community.
That's good. So you're saying she was already popular in the eating disorder community, not by Onision, just because she's already popular. Okay, makes sense. So, but you're blaming it on him. Okay.
So her sister logged on to say that she had passed away, and a lot of the things she reblogged were Onision related, and also this is an important thing to mention too. Also Kai related as well. Because Kai also is into Thinspiration.
Thinspiration.
I'm worried about Chris. I'm worried. Are you guys worried? I'm worried. I'm legit worried about his mental health. I'm legitly worried about him. Like, somebody should probably check on him to make sure he's all right, because this is getting fucking weird. This is getting really weird. For real. This is getting weird.
Thinspiration stands for, it's a portmanteau that stands for thin and inspiration. So you, for example, you look at a picture of a really, really thin woman and you use it as thinspiration.
So you would say that Onision's impact continues today in this entire career he's had on YouTube has still been something that impacts young women in a very negative way.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. I see it all the time. If you look at his most recent YouTube videos, you can, the comments are obviously heavily edited, but you can
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to move off this. All right. Some Tumblrina trying to get clout, and I don't know. I hope